So it looks like our players are ready to go.
Ready
so
to
I
go.
believe we can get them counted down. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So up top, we're going to have Rose versus Biggie. Down at the bottom, we're going to have Ben Mullen versus Artic. Now, Ben Mullen, I'm going to tell you a little bit about his call because he was having a rough time. Things weren't going for him. He hadn't submitted a score until like 20 minutes left, and it was a 500K. And when you think that all hope is lost, Ben Mullen, in classic Mullen fashion, on his very last game, dropped an 800 to make it into this bracket.
Nice. Yeah, it's good to see Ben Mullen here. I mean, he's an icon in our game. We even have, the term, the Mullen is, based on Ben Mullen playing the game after defeating his opponent, and that's ingrained into the fabric of our history now.
Yeah, it's like, I don't when you think about it, what else would you call it? I can't think of anything else to call, playing a game after you won anything else but a Mullen.
I know.
Like that's a legacy that will be forever enduring.
It's part of our culture. I love it. Okay, up on top, both players dealing with traffic on the board, having to dig back down. Rose with a slight lead.
And a little bit tricky pieces over here down at the bottom. Mullen found a way to dig out of it quite efficiently.
Artic is clean, waiting for the long bar. Low Tetris rates all around, and boom, Tetris for Artic.
Rose looking for some way to solve that. I love the flat burn there. It's going to open up the well. Biggie hanging a piece to the left.
But luckily able to burn down the right to make it accessible. Should be fine to get that over. Fills it in.
Yeah, and we are tied up top, 90,820.
Wow. As neck and neck as it gets.
There it is, Biggie finally going to generate some separation by scoring a Tetris. And Rose is going to get cleaned up and his Tetris ready.
Ben Mullen with the Tetris there. Artic answering back to maintain that one Tetris lead.
So a little bit of a tricky start, it seems, for all four players.
Getting their bearings here.
Corian also in the chat watching. Always love when Corian comes in and watches these.
Nice, yeah, I can't wait for Corian to come back. I mean, he is a hyper tapper, but maybe he'll find another play style, either DAS or rolling at some point, because like I said, every year that he's done so well, the Corian would have won the year before.
Yeah, Corian also has one of the best emotes on the Classic Tetris channel, the Corian that legendary moment from 2019 when him and Joseph were in a little bit of a push down war.
Yep.
And Corian was telling the crowd, shh.
Yeah, that's an iconic moment just because you could tell that the players were having the time of their lives, and we would hope to have many more moments like that.
Yeah, but right now these players up top not quite having the time of their lives.
Yeah, that's the traffic on the board. Rough starts for both Biggie and Rose. Big digs all around. Low Tetris rates, 27 and 38. At the bottom, they're faring slightly better at 50 and 44. Artic with the lead, about a Tetris. Bangs down another one. And Mullen is set up. Boom! Tetris for Ben Mullen, 239.
Yeah, so separated by just under a Tetris down at the bottom. Up top, 193 for Biggie. Rose has taken the lead at 224.
Finally getting back under control. Both players clean.
And yeah, you can see this is kind of like the stylistic choices of Rose, really trying to emphasize building out that left, because how high your left kind of gauges how high you're going to be able to burn. That LP's not what was wanted, so this is an opportunity for Biggie to close the gap.
Yeah,
and Tetris is going to do so.
So yeah, back into neck and neck territory for Biggie versus Rose up top. Rose needing to dig back down. And Biggie clean can capitalize on this and get back into the lead.
Nice flat burns over here for Rose.
Boom, Tetris for Biggie, 266 into the lead.
I like the flat T placement. Rose just not getting great pieces right now, so.
Ooh, barely getting that over.
Eyepiece makes its way over. That's going to be a little bit of a breather. And that's going to be another double. So Rose should be in a position to survive this. Biggie opportunity has presented itself to continue to increase the lead. Down at the bottom, 343 to 339 4,000 points now, 18,000 points to what separates them. Ben Mullen in the lead.
Yeah, close games all around. This is going to be an interesting matchup on both screens here. Ben having to do a little bit of digging. This is going to be Artic's chance to even it up.
Artic gets the S spin, but the IP had nowhere to go.
Yeah, maybe expected a line clear, didn't get it.
So a little bit dangerous. 2 eyepieces. Can we get a third?
Game says
we
yes.
get a third, and he gets one over. What a quick tap over there.
Artic, yes, clutch there. That's exactly the kind of movement mastery that you need to survive situations like that.
Speaking of surviving situations like that, now it's Ben's turn.
Yeah, built up real high. Could use some piece help.
Oh, wait, transition is coming close. And Ben, doesn't matter. Ben tops out 371, yeah. So Artic is good for game number 1. Up top, we just hit transition. Rose with a 480-point lead temporarily. 372 to now 370.
Neck and neck. And how's Biggie going to handle this going into transition? Gets a Tetris just in time.
And is going to take the option to just burn this all the way down. Another Tetris for Rose, so 399 to 397.
And judges are going to start off round 2 on the bottom pretty soon.
Rose looking for ideal pieces.
Yeah, this has been such a equal match up on top. Neck and neck mostly all the way. You know, digs going both ways. Could be having something to do with the piece distribution. Rough sets that are hard to solve. Boom! Simul Tetris. For
yeah, I was right to anticipate this match.
Yeah. No,
these players are playing well with the pieces to get in. They're given. And oh, that doesn't burn for Rose. Looks like she might have been shocked by that as well.
Oh, mischief.
That hang that might be fatal. Trying to get something over to the left. It's going to be a challenge.
Oh, that's going to spiral out of control. And Rose tops out. Biggie takes the first round.
And Biggie was going to top out around the same point, but not before getting a dirty Tetris. You know, icing on the cake.
On bottom, a 16-point difference early on.
With the push down.
Yeah, push down points. That is, yeah, now we're going to see more push down, which is very interesting because for a while there, no one was doing it anymore. But now we're back on DAS.
I mean, I was still doing it.
Yeah. You know, it's players, depending on their style, you know, can express themselves differently.
Ooh, Artic not too happy with these pieces, so Ben Mullen's going to be able to take the advantage.
Yeah, Ben set up here. Artic opting to cover up the well and drill from the top. Takes the Tetris finally.
And Tetris over there for Ben.
So Artic having to do a little bit of more digging. It's going to allow Ben to extend the lead. Okay,
Ooh,
then
couple
set up.
Of issues over here for Biggie.
Yeah, that is some crazy secret grade going on there.
Yeah, and that's digging, trying to find efficient ways to dig out of that is tricky. Well, it looks like the pieces are rather accommodating. Rose is going to slow down slightly, but good find on the burns. Artic, 29-piece drought, finds the long bar. It's just going to take the burns. Still open for this column 8.
Nice clean board for Rose. In the lead by a Tetris. Looking for another long bar. Another drought hitting. Yeah, having to take a triple off the top there. Piece is just not cooperating. Oh, it just takes a triple right before the long bar game.
Yeah, so our players on the right in the lead. 231 for Ben Mullen, 152 for Artic, 137 for Rose, and 67,000 for Biggie. Got off to a bit of a slow start, but it looks like things have recovered for the most part and should be in a score. Nice, finds the adjustment on the eye. And is going to knock down a Tetris, gets rewarded.
Simul Tetris up top. Rose commanding a lead. 2, now 3 Tetrises.
Artic going to have to build up the left center in order to kind of burn this out. Needs the J piece. Nice. I piece would be a godsend. Can Artic find it? Not like this. Another drought seems to be developing. And Artic hangs. Oh! And just like that, Ben Mullen has tied up the match 1-1.
Okay, Rose growing a lead now. Biggie having to dig back down in order to get in scoring position again.
Nice Z-spin over there for Rose.
Yeah, Rose is playing pretty clean this entire round. Tetris ready again. Another boom Tetris for Rose. 124,000 points, growing that lead.
Biggie having to do a couple of burns here. Oh, that S piece is going to be ideal. And Biggie's back into a scoring position, and Rose is not. So this is ideal situation. Biggie's now Tetris ready.
Looking to turn the tables here. And boom, Tetris for Biggie.
Rose not going to commit to the dirty. You kind of saw like the hesitation there. It's like, if the eyepiece is next, then I go for it. If not, then I burn. Well is open. Good thing she didn't commit to the dirty either, because we had a drought. Tetris over there for Rose. 313 to now 202.
Yeah, and with a good lead like that, you know, why take the risk? And Rose, nice and clean again. Biggie still having to do some skims, but is back into a scoring position.
Rose just having to burn down, nails the T-spin. Got a nice little drought counter ticking again over here for Biggie. And, oh, actually, Biggie is about, I want to say, almost 10 lines behind Rose. So you'll see that a lot today, just a discrepancy between the lines between the players because of, you know, push down preference.
Yeah. We're starting to see that again. We were a little complacent, you know, as commentators, you know, with the rollers dominating, not seeing the push down, you know, changing the pace of the game. But now that's going to be a factor again.
Yeah, because I've definitely been caught off guard a couple of times. It's like, oh, wait, Mega Retroman is ahead by like a level and a half.
Push down, yeah.
Because, you know, we're just so used to seeing minimal push down because rollers, they need, you know, they want every single frame.
Yeah. And, Rose with some
a little bit
survivable.
Definitely survivable.
Hoping for a long bar to...
Oh, I see what she's trying to do. Maybe if the pieces were a little bit kinder, could have been as efficient as she wanted. Goes for the flat eye burn.
That worked out.
Great find.
Yeah, almost out of it. Looking for the right pieces. A little dependent, but we'll see what it gives.
The T to the left, that might be rough. Oh, not another drought, not here. Goes for the J-spin, but that might have been the wrong choice. Rose tops out at 403. Biggie needs 404. No errors, please. $253 for Artic, 177 for Mullen.
Yeah, Ben having to have an awkward situation here. Manages to skim double off the top. Doesn't want to build any more on top of that. Column 2. Starts to burn it off. And is open. And boom, Tetris for Ben Mullen. 210. Artic commanding a massive lead now of
Biggie
5
closing on the transition. Oh no. Oh, this is a dangerous board. It's still possible to dig if the right pieces come. 340. Oh no, that delay burn is a risky one. Needs a. Oh, this is. Oh,
piece
those bishops are going to do it, and Rose is going to tie up. 403 to 347. Game 2 goes to Rose. Down at the bottom, Artic with a massive lead.
Yeah, still 100,000 points ahead. Ben's got some catching up to do. Has a Tetris ready. But yeah, there's some rough pieces up there, and I think both Biggie and
Ben Mullen. Yeah, I felt that too, Ben.
Okay, Ben, that's going to help a lot. Cashing in another Tetris there. But Artic's been playing super clean, banging down another Tetris. 89% Tetris rate. This is going to be a monster transition score for Artic here.
Artic is only at 89 lines with this kind of score.
Yeah, this is really clean. 90% Tetris rate. We haven't seen that much today.
Yeah, the timing of the long bars haven't been allowing these players to build up those kind of paces.
But yeah, maybe for once a kind seed, enabling that for match play. Boom, Tetris for Artic, 508 at 97 lines. So amazing performance here by Artic, maximizing the pace here. And it's like there are droughts that are happening, but Artic dealing with them really well. Good build.
Yeah, 500K before 100 lines. This is scary pace.
90% maintaining it with DAS. This is amazing.
And Ben's not playing bad either.
Yeah, it's a good game for Ben, really. 447 on pace, where you want to be. Oh my goodness, 90% just maintained after Tetris after Tetris.
Ooh, Rose with a spin tuck, and the Z spin tuck is hit. Phenomenal maneuvering.
Both these games are like amazing right now. Boom, Tetris or Artic, 91%. Percentage going up, just pouring down on the Tetrises here.
Ben gets the Tetris to survive. Biggie also had a T-spin earlier, so a lot of spins being cranked out up top. Ben makes it to transition, 526. Artic,
627. 7 lines to give before transition, playing super aggressive.
There's a Tetris.
Boom, Tetris.
Oh my gosh, a 676 transition from Artic.
Getting 2 Tetrises going into transition, 87% Tetris rate. You're gonna see an amazing score here if this continues.
Oh, beautiful burns over there from Artic. Way to mitigate those pieces. Mullen holding out for the long bar. Tetris for Mullen.
Ben, there's a simul Tetris.
Artic just trying to get back into scoring position. Mullen trying to just keep the well open. And oh, looks like now we're starting to run into a lot of droughts because Mullen's been Tetris ready for a while. There it is, another Tetris for Mullen. 619 now for him. And he's catching back up.
Wow. So yeah, Ben, a monster game of his own here in light of Artic's amazing transition score. Ben making it back up in the 19 speed. Boom, Tetris for Ben. 648. Closing the gap.
Yeah, Artic now in danger. I don't think we've seen a Tetris from Artic this entire post-transition, and Ben knocks down another Tetris, only 14,000 points away.
What a race.
Oh,
okay, Artic
misdrops though.
Again.
So now Artic back under control, and Ben is now out of control.
Boom, Tetris for Artic. Back into scoring position, although following it up.
Oh, beautiful delay burn set up there from Ben. Now Artic back up to a 2 Tetris lead, a little bit over. And Ben, great survival.
Okay, both players having to drill back a little bit down. Artic now mostly under control. Gets another Tetris.
Real quick score update for up top. That is 384 for Rose, 339 for Biggie. Rose still slightly ahead in line, so about a Tetris lead in terms of pace. There's a Tetris for Mullen, 738 to now 807. This is a fire game right here, Chris Tang.
Oh, yes. Artic now scoring again, widening that lead back to 100,000 points. Max out's on the table.
Another Tetris for Mullen.
Oh, mischief from Artic.
Oh, no! Brings it back. He needs another eyepiece to hopefully save something. The eyepiece come. No, that's only going to burn one more line. So, Mullen, you need 2 Tetrises. 844,000 is the score to get. There's one.
This is wild.
Mullen set up for the second. If he gets this Tetris, he takes game number 3 and does. Mullen with an 847 is good for game number 3.
What a showdown. Artic playing so good in the beginning part of that round, but Mullen never giving up. Playing his very best, some of the best Ben Mullen play I've ever seen in my life there. Bringing it back at the end. You never know what's going to happen.
He might have been down, but he certainly wasn't out. And at the end, he's the one that came out on top.
Yeah, just no matter how good your opponent's playing, just never give up and keep on trying. That's the lesson to be learned here. So up on top, the battle continues. Rose up to a 2 Tetris lead. Has some digging to do. Yeah, this is going to have to...
Yeah, oh, this close to transition too.
Yeah.
We are tied 1-1, so this is going to be essentially your tiebreak down at the bottom. A 540 transition just about for Rose, and a misdrop early on too.
Oh,
Several
no.
misdrops in a row.
The right pieces come. Couldn't survive.
Biggie's also in trouble too. Biggie has to survive because Rose tops out at 541. Biggie running.
No.
Both players are going to end up topping out at transition, so Rose is good for game number 3.
Both games just a wild ride. You never know who's going to win until the pieces are done falling. So early on the bottom, both players banging out Tetrises. Very even game.
Yeah, what? It had to have been, you know, a tough sequence going into it because both players wound up in trouble. And they both topped out at the same line count too, 132.
Yeah, it had to be something to do with the piece set there that threw both players for a loop. But you know, if you're ahead and you can't survive at the end and make the chase down, then your opponent will take the win. So yeah, players on the right with the advantage here. Biggie has to win this round, stay in the match, and so does Artic. But
Mullen. Ooh.
Playing up high.
No! Wait, Mullen can still survive if the eyepiece comes right now. There it is. Clutch survival over there from Mullen after it seemed like a devastating game-ending misdrop. You can see he's kind of, you know, trying to relax, get back in the zone, because that's something that gets your adrenaline pumping when you almost top out like that. Oh, great adjustment from Ben there too.
Yeah, and able to get Tetris ready again. Cleaned it up really nicely. And yeah, after all that, Artic only up to a 1 Tetris lead. Up on top, Rose with an early lead now. But Tetris and a half, but boom, Tetris for Biggie.
Artic, it seems like he missed the spin there. So he's gonna have to do some burning. So this is Ben Mullen's opportunity to catch back up. And he's done so perfectly. And now Ben is in the lead. 231 for Mullen, 228 for Artic up top, 128 for Rose, 104 for Biggie.
Yeah, Ben's board in much better state. Arc's gonna have to do some cleanup here.
Good burn right there. LRJ wanted. There's the L.
Yeah, this will allow Ben to come back a bit and take a lead. Wasn't Tetris ready for that long bar?
Yeah, definitely a little bit painful, especially with how sparse some of these long bars have been coming today. Just not being able to use it when you like could have. You can just feel, or you can see the player's grimace like, I should have had that.
Yeah, or even worse, like, you know, if you know you could have made the adjustment, then you don't. But yeah, DAS has a limitation there. You actually have to plan ahead a little bit earlier than any other playstyle.
308 now for Mullen, 291 for Artic. Up top, 233 for Rose, 164 for Biggie. Rose with a very overhang heavy board and gets all the pieces necessary to burn it out.
Yeah, Rose doing a great job of keeping everything clean.
Wow, look at all these tucks over here from Rose. Biggie was able to score Tetrisos down by just over 3. And a bad J piece over there for Rose is going to slow her down. So Biggie's going to have an opportunity to catch back up.
Yeah, Rose, Biggie with a clean board now. And Artic having to do a little bit of cleanup. Ben with a 1 Tetris lead. Ben might go column 4 here. And gets it. Boom, Tetris for Ben. And Artic almost out of this. Just not really getting the right pieces to do it cleanly. And finally gets clean.
There's going to be a Tetris for Ben. Rose still trying to find a way to down stack out of this. So Biggie, a prime opportunity presents itself.
Yeah. Starting to catch up. And just needs the long bar, and there it is. Boom, Tetris for Biggie. Rose now having to dig back down, so it'll even up real quick.
She's finding good placements. There it is. Well is open now for Rose, but Biggie has taken the lead with that Tetris. Phenomenal comeback. And oh, Rose, nice, hits the S-spin. Needs this eyepiece, finds it, knocks down the Tetris. Great maneuverability. And those pieces are going to burn out perfectly.
Yep. Back into safety, neck and neck.
Transition from down at the bottom, 387 to now. Oh, Ben with the hangs. If he gets it, no, doesn't even find the burn. So Artic needs 424.
Yeah,
that's the score that Artic needs.
And boom, Tetris or Artic. Just a bit more. Another couple of doubles or 6,000 points will do it.
Tetris over there for Biggie.
63 points. Do it with pushdown. And there it is. Artic taking that round, staying in it. We are
yet again another decider.
Yeah, decider. Decider heavy day here in round 0. Neck and neck up on top. Rose digging back down. Biggie is Tetris ready, and boom, Tetris for Biggie.
Rose transitions at 410. Biggie with 2 Tetrises to go. So we could have a 2 Tetris lead at transition. The pressure is on Biggie in this game. Biggie has to win this to force a decider.
Ooh, Artic with a... not getting that long bar over to the left. Gets the next one over. But yeah, if that hung, that would have been deadly.
Biggie does finally reach transition, 443, so about a Tetris lead over Rose at this moment. And Rose just trying to find a way to get Tetris ready. Pieces haven't been too cooperative. He's just going to take the triple.
Yeah. It's probably just keeping it clean when you're in a situation like that where your board's so uneven.
Yeah, long bar dependency was set up. Burned out now.
Yeah, just holding on. Biggie kind of going through that too, but is clean. Might go dirty, or center well. Center well Tetris for Biggie.
A little bit of a hangover there for Rose. Going to knock down the Tetris, so left side becomes much more accessible.
Ooh, Ben. Barely getting the right pieces for that. Playing
Decides not to burn down with the L.
Yeah. So risky. This is a decider, dude.
No more chances. He's trying to burn it down.
Getting dependent, LJ there.
Oh, no. Nice flat bar burn over there from Ben.
Oh, that has
good find.
up.
Oh, no. Mullen's in trouble. Oh, these S pieces. Rose, nice ability to slide underneath.
Really needs the long bar.
Can he get the O piece over?
Oh, no.
Ben tops out at 74,000. Artic fighting through, advances to the next round.
That was a slugfest.
Speaking about a slugfest, this is about to be a slugfest for Biggie, trying to find the right pieces. Gets it open. That eyepiece is lovely.
Triple. Good stuff. Get it back down. A little jagged.
Harry versus Zach will be up next here on the main stage. Biggie still trying to fight for survival here. Trying to go for flat placements. Nice double rotation on the L. It's open yet again. Needs something to burn. Biggie just stacking up higher and higher. Nothing's burning. More holes are being generated. And Biggie's going to top it at 530. Rose advances to round 1 after taking game number 4.
Hello everyone, I'm your underwater host Sharky and I want to say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the matches, then leave a like. Comment down who was your favorite or which moment was your favorite. Or, you know, do both. Why not? Make your comment a little bit longer this time. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this all the time, because we do got quite a bit of content for you guys coming into 2025 season. And so definitely you're not going to want to miss, especially the stuff that we got coming for Jonas Cup next. Got some pretty insane stuff, and I'm trying to say that as unbiased as possible. Anyways, before I let you guys go, I do want to give a shout out to Tetris Forever. It's a game that is going to have variants of Tetris that have never been released in the US, available to be played on both PC as well as console. As a matter of fact, we got a nice little video for you guys right here.
12 shapes, it's too much to remember. I decided that I should downsize it. So if I introduce flipping, then I have just 5 pieces. That's how Tetris was born.
I didn't have the rights. I said, I'm going to go to the Soviet Union and get those rights.
I believe that Tetris will be here forever.
I think I have one of the greatest games in the history of computer games.
Alexei really created the perfect game.
2 weeks in a row, I did nothing but play.
Play Tetris. Play Tetris. My friends.
Tetris is inclusive and it appeals to everyone.
Every place was sold out, and every place was clamoring for more.
We're always trying to figure out what is the best way to keep the core game of Tetris.
Nobody thought this game was going to last forever.
Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I'm your underwater host Sharky, and I'll see you in the next match of Jonas Cup here in 2024. I don't know, I kind of worded that weird. You guys get what I'm trying to say. Get out of here.